Welcome to Conversations with Cutty. I am your boy Cutty, and we have international violinist Richmond Punch. Yo, introduce yourself, man.
What's up, everybody? What's up? My name is Richmond Punch, and I'm right here in Atlanta. In Atlanta, I am a violinist, an international violinist that plays every style of music. I've been living in the city. My wife and I moved here 17 weeks ago. I started violin when I was 5 years old. I'm a graduate of Juilliard and Yale, and I'm so happy here to be on Conversations with Cuddy. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I know you took my Juilliard and stuff revealed. Like, yeah, Juilliard. So since you said that already, man, let's get into the part where you tell us, like, you've been in crowds, like you don't perform for 15,000 and more. Like, how does that feel? How did you get your start, like, loving the violin?
Yes, sir. Well, I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas, in a single parent home. You know that the love started with that when I didn't sound good. It's like the innocence when you're a child. You don't ever know. So all I knew was to never put it down because I didn't mind the way I sounded, whatever way it was. You know what I'm saying? And so I just kept going. So it really all started right then, man. As soon as I never started putting it down, that's the moment that everything started to change.
Okay, and then how did that lead? I know, I see that's how it led to, but the question still is, how did that lead to Juilliard as you got
Oh,
older?
sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So along the way, that was a public Montessori school that I began in, and great teachers. And then I was told about outside programming. Well, Southern Methodist University had outside programming when I was 9 years old. And then later on, I was able to get into the Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts in Dallas, Texas, which had alumni like Nora Jones and Erica
Right.
Badu and Roy Hargrove. And that's where I really got a lot of training. At the same time I was in high school, I got into a minority free lesson program from the Dallas Symphony, called the Young Strings Program. And so that's what really, what really did everything.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds great. I got more questions, but I want to first, before I got another question, before we get into, like, before you go crazy for a second. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Let's talk about your violins, like we were talking about it earlier. And I want you to talk about the couple violins you got there and the difference between them.
Sure. First of all, bam.
Yeah.
There they go. Yeah. So that's the traditional violin with 4 strings. Okay. Here is the electric violin. And here, right, there you go. I have 5 strings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's good. Both of them are good. Both of them helped me in a lot of my events. Both of them changed my life. I just have a lot of fun with it.
Right. And you played in front of, you played for, I know you have your separate shows, but are you also a session musician also?
Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, I can't disclose all the content, but right now I'm actually working on what should be my first ever film score.
Ah, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm working on my first film score, and I have to do one of the title tracks. Is actually one of the things that I'm trying to record right now. So, and that's one of the very reasons that my wife and I left at Dallas to Atlanta for career growth and to move to a place like Atlanta where it is Black Hollywood, where they do have opportunities, and the opportunities also exist right now, even in the middle of COVID.
Right, exactly. Because I see you still performing. I see you do your virtual shows, and you still keep performing. So that's pretty good. Like, who are some of the people that you perform with, opening for, all those kind of things in your 20+ year career?
Oh, yes, sir. So along the way, I've been able to grace stages with Diana Ross and Kenny G. doing backup support for them. I've also entertained celebrities like Danny Glover, Viola Davis, Omari Hardwick, and many others. Along the way, I met Stephen Forbes the first time that I hired and led my own string orchestra gig. I met Stephen Forbes at that one, Forbes magazine, and man, I have a lot of clientele, man, that I do nothing less than try to make them feel, like it was the best show they ever went to.
Exactly. And I see what Danny Glover said. He played his son and his favorite song. You did his favorite song. Yeah, I seen that comment in your commentaries.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Actually, that song was I Got a Feeling. That was I Got a Feeling. Black Eyed Peas was in fact that song.
Oh, okay. So speaking of songs, you gonna show us something tonight. Y'all pay attention to this audience. So go ahead. Let's do what you do.
Okay, yeah, sure. This is just off the cuff, I'm a musician both in the concert hall and for the people. And sometimes when I'm out just playing like for the people, I'm about to start going back into even doing a park series, because I'm a performer in the concert halls, the street. And so this is a sample of what that might be like. If you caught me in the middle of a park or subway or Times Square or in Atlanta somewhere, and you might see me sometimes like this.
All right. All right. Yeah, boy.
And then that starts with, then after that comes, like my
All right. Everybody clapping. You can't hear it because it's virtual claps everywhere. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what you got going on now as far as shows wise? Not the top secret thing, but other things that's not so top secret.
Sure. Well, let's see. I was able to play recently in Atlanta. I wanted to go out and do a show. I wanted to do something that was safe, but also that had some audience. So anyway, I got the opportunity to play at the Bonfire, Atlanta, and man, I'll get there, and I'm looking for just a little decent crowd. Man, by the end of the night, man, it's like the line is still outside around the corner. The line's still around the corner, and it's over 500 people there, man.
Wow. Oh, that's dope.
And that was this past weekend. And what else did I do before that? I played, so I got a last minute call to play for Frankie Beverly and Mays manager, Joe Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
And, he owns a venue called Backstage Atlanta.
Oh
And so I
yeah,
got to
yeah.
play, huh?
Yes, I heard of backstage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I got to play at Backstage also last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's it's some good times, man. And I got my eyes set on places like Sweet Food Lounge and Atlanta Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm basically anywhere that's a venue. I'm trying to do it.
Yeah, that little Fox Lounge will be dope.
Fox, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
the stage as well as the lounge too.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I
okay. I know you're
mean?
talking about
Like a
Fox
little
Theater.
the ambiance. You know what I mean? Is made for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, all right. So let everybody know how they can check you out if they haven't already and they need to. How they can check you out on your social media platforms and emails or whatever
Yes,
you need.
yes, of course. Thank you so much once again. You know, for having me. And so I have a new CD that's out right now called
Mm-hmm.
Hymns for Both of Them. Okay, you can find me doing a lot of work to help, do my part musically to bring about some peace, to help with the fight, for justice,
Yeah.
for Black people, for our Black lives that matter so much,
Mm-hmm.
for Black husbands
Yeah.
and daddies
Yeah.
and Black, you know,
Protectors.
right there.
Yeah.
And so I wrote the song called "Hymn for Both of Them" back when I lived in Dallas. Both of them done that was killed by Dallas police officer Amber Geiger. So and I also most recently played for Rashard Brooks's viewing service. Man, that was unbelievable, by the way. And then I'll get into my
I just looked at that.
yeah. So I just I didn't even know the camera was rolling that day, and to end up to play in Wendy's on Wendy's near the days when after he was killed, and then to end up playing for the viewing, and then to end up with 400,000 views on different media outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's just unbelievable. And but hymns for both of them and my other CDs like Back That Violin Up. They are found at richmondpunch.net. And I'm on my Instagram is Violin Richmond. I'm on YouTube. I am traveling during this time. I definitely try to keep it safe. And I recently bought myself a full face screen.
Mm-hmm.
One of those. So I have that, but I will be doing some traveling. July 11th, I have Dallas, Texas. I was supposed to be in Austin on July 4th, but that's not gonna happen. But July 11th, September 3rd, 4th, and 5th, gonna be Dallas, and also August 28th. 28th will be to September 1st will be the march. I think it's the Million Man March or one of those with Al
Oh,
Sharpton.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Al Sharpton, or is it the brothers? The 100. It's either the million man. I
Uh,
think that's the one. I think it's the one.
the 100 Black Men.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember,
Yeah.
but it's August 28th is that day.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, unless with that, there's COVID that we have to worry
Right.
about.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But right now,
As if it was open back up. Right.
yeah.
Well, you just let me know when you touch back down in Atlanta this way. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I
All the
mean?
time. All the time.
Right, right. I got you. So yes, I appreciate you, man, coming out. I'm trying to think. We ain't talk about your nonprofit. I know you do some nonprofit stuff. Let's talk about
Oh
some
yeah.
of the
Sure.
philanthropy that you do also. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. Matter of fact, I actually just uh, submitted, to be a part of the City of Atlanta's program.
Mm-hmm.
That they give to musicians that can give through performance to the community. So I
Mm-hmm.
just actually submitted for that, and we'll see how that's going with COVID and whatnot.
Right.
But hopefully I'll be able to be a part of the city's program for artists.
Mm-hmm.
But also I did a fundraiser recently for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and they're part of my my past, my childhood, my upbringing. I was a little brother in the program, and grown up to help contribute to their fundraisers, galas all over the U.S. and the national galas and local different ones. I mean, like New Jersey to Wisconsin, San Francisco, everywhere, in as well as Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. So I just did a fundraiser for Atlanta Big Brothers a little while ago, and then there's just so many causes I want to work with. There's a lot.
Happen. When we can go back outside for real.
Yeah.
It shall happen. So, man, I really appreciate your time though. And you know, we're gonna talk and we're gonna keep this thing moving. I appreciate everything and congratulations on everything and keeping it moving too, you know, in your career.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Right.
Much love, man. Thank you for helping give people a voice and for their stories to be told, you know, because my own story is still not told yet on the national level. So, you know, I just work every day.
Yes, wherever I can help, just call me. I got you.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes.
My name is Richmond Punch. And you are watching Conversations with Cutty with Shalom Magazine.
Peace.